Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. BIP Season 10 has brought the drama so far, and we're just 2 episodes in. Viewers witnessed an embarrassing scene involving Justin Glaze, Lexi Young, and Susie Evans. Justin and Susie dated for a year before their split. The split is still quite recent for both of them. However, after arriving in Costa Rica, Justin began to build a relationship with Lexi Young. Until Susie Evans arrived. Her visit created friction between Lexi and Justin, casting doubt on their relationship. Continue reading to find out why Lexi and Justin are currently feuding on social media. On last week's program, when it was time for the women to throw out flowers, 4 guys went home. In Monday's episode, the males wielded absolute power. Dale Moss gave his rose to Kat Izzo, while Spencer Conley gave his to Jess Edwards. However, 2 women were taken aback by the conclusion of the rose ceremony. Brian Otts offered his rose to Parisa Shifta instead of Zoe McGrady. The true bombshell occurred when it was Justin Glaze's turn to hand out roses. By then, he'd spoken with Susie, and they both agreed they were ready to go on. Lexi Young assumed at the time that she and Justin were on the same page when it came to pursuing a relationship. She was wrong. Justin handed his rose to his ex since he didn't want to continue on the program if she had to go. But Susie didn't want a pity rose and refused it. The episode ended with a cliffhanger. Will Susie, Justin, and Lexi all leave because of his decision? Tune in tonight, July 15th, for a special BIP program featuring the Golden contestants. BIP stars Lexi Young and Justin Glaze clashed on social media following drama. After the cameras were turned off, the turmoil between Lexi Young and Justin Glaze continued. Rewatching the rose ceremony seemed to have stirred deep emotions in both of them. He defended his behavior with an Instagram comment. Justin stated that he did not intentionally lead anyone on. He stated that Lexi did not appear interested in him for several days prior to the rose ceremony. He accused her of informing him minutes before the rose ceremony that she wanted to explore their relationship. Lexi Young disagreed with anything he wrote. She stated that his assessment of the matter was incorrect. She urged that he take some time to develop and recover from his breakup with Susie so that he doesn't surprise another lady. He stated that he attempted to contact her numerous times after filming to work things out. She stated that she did not reply to his attempts to contact her because she had nothing to say to him. She also stated that she was aware of an incident that occurred in Los Angeles following the shoot because people talk. Susie Evans and Justin Glaze both live in LA. The Costa Rican sun beat down mercilessly on the beach, but the heat among the Bachelor in Paradise contestants had nothing to do with the weather. By episode 2, tensions were already flaring, alliances had formed and crumbled, and a few key players had unknowingly found themselves at the center of a love triangle that was about to explode in spectacular fashion. It had started innocently enough. Justin Glaze, fresh off a quiet breakup with Susie Evans, had arrived early in Paradise, determined to make the most of a fresh start. His chemistry with Lexi Young had caught viewers by surprise. Lexi, the witty and gorgeous redhead from Joey Graziadei's season of The Bachelor, hadn't made it far in the franchise originally, but she'd come to Paradise with her heart open. She wasn't sure who she was looking for until she saw Justin. They clicked almost instantly. Lexi's dry humor matched Justin's sarcastic charm, and over coconut drinks and tide-side strolls, their flirtation grew into something real. By the end of the first week, they were kissing in the pool and talking about what life could look like outside of the show. Lexi even told the cameras in a confessional that Justin felt different from her usual type, and that was exactly what she needed. But the producers had one more twist up their sleeves. When Susie Evans stepped down the stairs and onto the sand, it was as if a gust of wind had blown through the resort. The mood shifted. Conversations paused. People glanced nervously at Justin. He saw her before she saw him, and the look on his face said everything. It wasn't anger or regret. It was something else, something Lexi couldn't read at first, but would later come to understand all too well. The camera cut to a confessional. "I didn't think I'd have to see her here," Justin said quietly. "We ended on mutual terms, but I guess I'm realizing now it's still raw." It was obvious to everyone on the beach that Justin and Susie had history. The kind that doesn't vanish in a few months. Susie's arrival sent a ripple effect through the other couples, but nowhere was the impact more devastating than with Lexi. She watched, stunned, as Justin stood to greet his ex, arms open wide. Meanwhile, Jeff stood by her side with unwavering support. He adjusted his touring schedule, canceling gigs to attend her appointments and even turning down a comedy special to remain close. The couple's once carefree laughter turned into whispered jokes in waiting rooms, late-night comfort food, and tearful embraces. Yet, even in the darkest moments, they held on to a sliver of joy. Jeff made a ritual of writing a new joke for Katie each morning on a post-it note. She posted her favorites weekly, drawing smiles from fans around the world. As spring turned to summer, Katie began contemplating life beyond treatment. The end of her current medication cycle loomed, and with it, the pivotal scans that would determine whether the cancer was gone or merely hiding. In a booby broadcast live stream, she admitted her fear. "I want so badly to believe I'm okay. But part of me is terrified to let go of the fear. Because what if it comes back?" Her relationship with her body was more complicated than ever. She confessed that intimacy had become difficult, not because of Jeff, but because she didn't feel like herself. The scars weren't just physical. "I look in the mirror and I wonder, is this the me that's supposed to survive? Is she strong enough?" To cope, Katie leaned into therapy, yoga, and writing. She began drafting a memoir titled "But I Don't Even Want to Touch It," exploring her cancer experience, fame, femininity, and the unexpected humor in tragedy. A publisher quickly picked it up, and she began working with a ghostwriter to bring her voice to life while balancing fatigue and brain fog. As July approached, her community of fans eagerly awaited the next big scan update. Katie promised transparency, regardless of the results. She also announced a live event in Seattle, a comedy meets cancer awareness night where she and Jeff would co-host, blending stand-up with storytelling. All proceeds would go to breast cancer research. Backstage, just before the show, Katie sat in front of a mirror, applying mascara to her remaining lashes. Her hand trembled slightly, but her eyes were steady. Jeff appeared beside her, holding a post-it. "Why did the tumor break up with me?" it read. "Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.